Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, one final word about this battle of Armageddon that we find described here in Revelations chapter 16. And so we see in verse 14 that these demons that are like frogs have gone out to the kings of the earth, of the whole world, and gathered them to the battle of that great day of the Lord. And then we're going to look at this next verse, verse 15, because it just kind of like, where'd this come from? Behold, I'm coming as a thief. Blessed is he who watches and keeps his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. And then it finishes this sixth angel and this bowl that's been poured out on the great river Euphrates, and they gather themselves together to the place called in Hebrew Armageddon. So we know that these demons have gone forth from Antichrist, from Satan and the false prophet, and gathered all the armies of the earth and the nations to this one place called Armageddon, or the place of Megiddo, the valley of Escalon. And there, this final battle will take place. So how does it end? Well, it ends because Jesus says, I come as a thief. Now, we believe that's a parenthesis speaking mainly to those who are saints, those who have persevered through the tribulation, who have trusted the Lord, who did not take the mark of the beast. And he's saying, hey, I'm coming as a thief. Now, it doesn't mean he comes like the thief in John 10:10, where Satan is called a thief and he comes as a thief to steal, kill, and destroy. No, Jesus comes to claim what is rightfully his. And so he comes as a thief, but it simply means he comes quickly. What's going to happen is going to happen quickly. So right here at the very end of the tribulation, the last thing that takes place is this battle of Armageddon. Jesus is coming back, and that's described in Revelation 17. And he says in verse 14, these will make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb will overcome them. Just that. And the Lamb will overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who are with him are called faithful and true. And then if you turn to chapter 19, again, it's described, and I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the birds that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather together for the supper of the great Lamb, of the great God. And that you may eat the flesh of kings, the flesh of captains, the flesh of mighty men, the flesh of horses, and of those who sat on them, and the flesh of all people, free and slave, both small and great. And I saw the beast, the kings of the earth, and their armies gathered together to make war against him who sits on the horse and against his army. Then the beast was captured, and with him the false prophet, who worked signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. These two were cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. The rest were killed with the sword which proceeds from the mouth of him who sat on the horse. That's, of course, the Lord Jesus Christ. And all the birds were filled with their flesh. So this war ends very quickly because the Lord comes back with his armies, and there he destroys with the sword from his mouth all the armies. It's a tremendous slaughter. It is a slaughter. There's no battle that takes place because it is over in a minute. Jesus kills literally all the armies of the earth with the sword from his mouth, and they're slaughtered. Their blood flows up to the reins of the horses, and the birds of the air feed upon them as the tribulation ends. Now, he comes as a thief. And what does that mean? And he's talking to those who are saints, and basically he's saying, blessed is he who watches. In other words, you don't take your garments off. You don't take the battle array off. You keep your soldier uniform on as a Christian at all times. You're watchful. You're watchful. Why? Because you do not want to go with the armies of the Antichrist. You do not want to take place with those who are fighting against Christ. And so he says, blessed is he who watches and keeps his garment, lest he walk naked. In other words, this battle takes place, then the Lord comes back, and you're not ready because you have not, and people see his shame came. In other words, the soldier wakes up and he doesn't have his clothes on, and the enemy comes, or the other opposition comes, and there they are naked. So you don't want that to happen. Well, my friend, Jesus is coming. We are being told over and over again, be prepared. He's coming soon. God bless, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.